Hi, I'm Dr. Alduan Tartt, and I'm a psychologist, and I love to serve. I got my undergraduate degree in psychology from Morehouse College, and I'm the youngest African American to get his PhD in clinical psychology from the University of Michigan. I couldn't wait to get out so that I could serve the people. But I like to do things in a radical way. I don't wait for people to come to me. I'm going to come to you. So it doesn't matter whether I use the television, radio, magazine, blogs, motivational speaking, Dr. Tartt is going to come to you. I've even been known to make a house call or two. Hey, Richard. How you doing? I'm Dr. Alduan Tartt, and I'm your maid coach.
Oh, wow.
That's the doctor. He's a motivational speaker, a relationship expert, and a clinical psychologist.
Raising boys without a dad. Hey, I'm Frank Ski.
And I'm Wanda.
And I would be Elle.
All right, hey, listen, raising boys without a dad.
No.
Big subject on the Frank and Wanda Morning
Huge
Show.
subject.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many kids come through my office for behavioral problems because they are acting out because dad is not in the home.
Right.
Wow.
And it really depends on the mother, though. It depends on, there are some mothers, you think about successful men, especially in our community, a lot of them were raised by single moms,
Right.
grandmoms.
Barack Obama.
There it
President.
is. Les
Yeah.
Brown, Tom Cruise, Bill Clinton. We can go on and on and on. It's the mindset and what those moms do that makes the difference.
Right.
Gangs are actively recruiting them. If you spent time with your parents, if you had a peer group, if schools were actively recruiting kids and saying, hey, instead of letting them go home and know what's going to happen, you had a gang last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. When are you going to start having these kids stay after school and say, hey, this is what we're going to do?
Drugs and alcohol are a double-edged sword when it's mixed with sex. We know that they decrease your inhibitions. So what happens is, not only do they engage in sexual activity, but they engage in very, very advanced sexual promiscuity. Oh, absolutely. I'm excited about doing a workshop for teen girls on how to date a boy. It is pregnancy prevention, it's abstinence, promotion, but it doesn't sound that way. When we start talking about our teenagers, they don't want to hear that. That's boring.
No,
but they do want to hear about how to date a boy. We start talking about our teens being sexually promiscuous. We have the statistics about 65% are sexually active by the time they reach 9th grade, and we want to blame the kids, but who's ever taught them how to date?
Exactly.
So that's an excellent question. When I was in school, I had to figure out what's the point of history? What's the point of science? I was always one of those kind of smart alecks who would say, when am I ever going to use this in the future? And then I met a psychologist that came to our class, and he talked about how he got to help people every day, he got to see new clients every day, he got to pick his own hours, work when he wanted to work, and how he loved what he did. And that's when I said, I want to do that. So let's dive right into it. Let's talk about the 5 steps, and get ready. I am going to say something controversial, but it is going to work. 5 steps, parents, to get your kids on the honor roll. I don't care if they're 5 or 18, it's the same steps, and it's guaranteed to work. Number 1, high expectations. Number 2, now that you've set high expectations, now you have to create a plan. Number 3, you're going to help them develop a plan on how they're going to actually make an A or a B. Number 4, you're going to help them to work their plan. And then number 5, parents, get your money ready. I'm going to recommend to you, straight out of Harvard, the study is there, pay your kids for doing what you ask them to do. Man wants to feel in control. All right? And what he does is if he realizes that his wife is upgrading or has a skill better than his own, a confident man will defer and say, baby, you handle this. I don't know anything about taxes. Or, talk to my wife. She's the one that handles the finances. You've heard Steve Harvey's take on it. You've heard Hill Harper's take on it. Now it's time to hear Dr. Tartt's take on it. And I'm going to do something that most men fail to do when it comes to starting relationships. I'm actually going to listen. Thank you for watching, but I have a confession to make. I love what I do. It's fun. I love being a psychologist. I wake up in the morning thinking of innovative ways to serve you. Helping you is what I love to do. So whether you're looking for someone to be a motivational speaker, serve in the media,
write, journal, blog, make house calls, I'm your man. I love to do it. I love to connect with people. It's what makes me feel alive. Book me today. Take care. I'm Dr. Tartt.